here yesterday out of pool noodles. It's my first time doing this pool noodle vase thing, and I made some chalk paint, and I painted several different vases. I'm trying to see how this chalk paint is going to adhere to the pool noodles. They say because of the material it may not work, but guess what? Ain't gonna hurt to try. I got these pool noodles really great price. Instead of paying like $1, $1.25 at Dollar Tree, I got 10 of them on Walmart.com for $8 and some change. So that was really good. And they delivered them to my house. So I made this and created a top to it or whatever, and it's, I want it to look like stone, and if I bring it close it actually does. So we're going to see how this comes out. I painted this clear glass vase that's drying. I'm gonna put another coat and kind of put some more colors to that one. This one I just started, and I've been doing shorts and trying to record. It's difficult. So I said I'll try to come live to share more stuff than I can, because trying to do projects and then by the time I'm relaxed and ready to lay down, yeah, I do not want to get in front of that computer and start editing. I want to literally to relax. So that definitely has been a challenge for me to try to edit. So all I did was create a chalk paint using two different paints. These are two paints I used. I put white, which is almost gone. It's a lucite paint from Menards. It's an interior paint, and I want to say it is, oh, it's semi-gloss. I didn't even know it was semi-gloss, but no matter, that doesn't matter. And one of the Oops paints I bought some time ago that I put on my dining room wall, I painted my nightstands, my countertop in my bathroom. This is a Oops paint. I don't know what color it is, because they usually change the color. It says Stone Lion. So yeah, and I got that for like $9. But anyways, that, and then I mix them into a pan. Always, if you use your pan like this and you don't want to have to keep cleaning the paint tray, always put it in a bag. Make sure the bag is turned inside out, because if you don't, that paint on that bag will get into your paint. I've done it with a deep green bag that had deep green colors on it, and I was painting something white and it got all in my stuff. So all you do is add some baking soda or plaster of Paris. I had a whole bunch of baking soda, so I said we're gonna try this out. Nothing for me, like sometimes like, oh, it's gonna be wasteful if it don't work, but then again I'm thinking like I only use 5 pool noodles of the 10 to make this vase. Oh, let me pull y'all up. I only use 5 noodles of the 10. Let me pull y'all back this way. When I tell y'all my anxiety, I have to clean this up. I think tomorrow I'm going to go live earlier in the day and do a cleaning, get all these tools out. I cleared a lot of my tools out of my toolbox in there, like my sanders, my jigsaws that I had in the house. I took them to the garage because I'm currently building a headboard. I would have been out there preconditioning the wood on the headboard and doing all that, but guess what? It's like 90 something degrees. We're not doing that. I try to wait till the temperatures are like in the 60s in the morning. If I can get out there when the temperature is in the 60s, that's fine for me. But getting out there and it's like 85, 90, and what I'm doing is pulling any glue, and this paint helps me to actually see it. I just hope and pray that this sticks and it works, because it is latex paint. And I did Google it, and it was like sometimes because of the texture of the pool noodle, it won't stick. And then if you use spray paint will deteriorate the doggone pool noodle. Did y'all know that? So these are tips. Spray paint will actually deteriorate the pool noodle over time. It'll make it start to like wear or whatever. I can feel the texture, like it feels grainy. So I didn't want to chance that. So I got all this paint. And spray paint is, even though I got them jars of it, that's $5 a can. So technically, the cardboard I used on the inside to make the vase was free from some boxes I had totes in that I kept in my garage. And then the pool noodles, I only used 5, so that was like $4. And then I already had this paint. So technically, if this doesn't work, I don't know, maybe I could find something to seal it with or whatever. But I should have put a primer on it first. Maybe that would have worked. I don't know. But I just wanted something for her to put her plant in. She has a fiddle leaf fig plant that I got a faux one. Remember I boxed that with y'all guys, with you guys. I got that from a local like resale store that sells like aftermarket from Target, aftermarket from like and this tape was to hold it down. Hopefully it's the glue has dried. And I built this whole thing with hot glue. I wanted to make it a little bit different, a different type of vase, but still have that modern look, but it's going to give that like pillars. And she could put her plant in here. I'm moving this. This is the back side. I cut this a little too short, which I'm not even worried about. It's just to give the plant something, because that little teeny pot that them fiddle leaf figs be in, it needed something. So I put all the connections to the back so you can't see them. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And even if I run out of paint, the consistency of color doesn't matter, because you want this. I'm going to probably finish this as much as I can with this, but it looks like the paint is getting low. But I can always add a different color. I got browns and different beiges and stuff. And I have a big tub of brown. So if I have to, I can always recreate some more paint. But this is going to be light. It's not going to be heavy. I don't have to worry about her worrying about picking this up, moving this, and it being an issue for her. It'll be nice and light for her to move it and put her plant in it. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need these again. So the back, you can't even tell the back. You won't be able to tell. So I have this one. I'm gonna show you the other one that I started. I gotta put another couple coats on that as well. Yep, $5 to make a big huge vase like this. Okay, so, and this is my first time, so some of the noodles is kind of little like wonky a little bit, but I mean, I guess it gives that organic look, like, you know, all stone. When you see them pillars in those different ancient tombs or whatever, they're not all straight, you know, because of movement of the earth and all that stuff. You know, stuff might move and shift and all that. So I don't know, we're gonna see. Let's just pray that this stuff don't peel off and just fall off and do anything funky in her room on the floor. Let's pray that it just doesn't. So we're going to get the top. See, now when you paint, you can see all the areas where it didn't. I wanted to take and put some, what do you call it? Some silicone. And I put a nail in my silicone, which I normally do. I guess I waited too long to use it. And y'all had to toss it. I just literally tossed the thing of silicone. I use most of it, so I'm not mad at it. But yeah, I just hate wasting stuff like that. And then sometimes when you got to use it, you don't need that much of it. So the nail trick is supposed to be the trick that keeps the silicone from drying out. But apparently, and it usually does not dry out for me. So apparently I didn't push the nail in far enough, or maybe the nail wasn't thick enough and air still got around the nail. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue at all. This is so looking like stone. I wish I can get a better. Okay, we got to get all the paint out these crevices. I at least want to get each one of these things with a nice coat. And that's what I'm trying my best to do. So you can see the openings right here. But that's going to be the back. That's going to be face the wall. The plant is small, so it's not going to touch it. It's just going to sit right in there. It's just going to be a look of a vase. That's basically the whole point of this. That's drying. Let me show you the other one. Oh, this is the other one. This is drying as well. That used to be a big green vase that I had in my living room and on my sofa table behind my couch. But since it's not in the living room anymore, I want to paint it that color. And then I'm going to paint that vase there. Let me flip this around. That vase, I heighten it up. So this is going to be in front of it right here. That vase, I think I'm going to be painting black because this is going to become lighter. So I love contrast. I love monochromatic contrast. And I love black. I love black. So that higher base is going to be black. Yeah, I'm peeling glue off this. I should wait till it dry, but it was irritating me. So yeah, I love black, and that's what we're doing. So those are the three vases, because I said, you know what, if I'm not going to get outside and do that uh headboard, something has to be done. Every day I try my best to get up. Not every day. Some days I'm like, nope, not today. We're not doing nothing. Just like a person who goes to work every day. You need days off. You can't just do stuff every day. Like, so I do try to make it my business to, oh, it's time for me to take my, see, I've been up so early. See, when I get up too early, I forget to take, like, my incense, and I forget to take my minerals between 10 and something, and I know it's past 10, it's like 11 something. I got to take my minerals. It's not a certain time, but they say, you know, when you take your minerals and stuff, you want to take them at a consistent time, like within a certain time. So I'm still good, but I be trying to stay closer to the time or whatever. Yeah, so we got a lot of little, I'm going to have to get my little brush so I can get in these crevices, because this brush is too big. But isn't this nice for a $4 pot? It doesn't look like pool noodles. It literally looks like some form of stone or something, or a planter that you see on somebody's porch or something like that. Y'all, I've been having, well, I ain't gonna say it ain't been consistent, but you know how you have a regular driver for like your mail and different stuff like that, but then you end up having a new driver or something, and then they just don't care. They just seem like they don't care. I'm in the house, and I know I had a delivery, right? And I hear this noise. I'm like, geez, like, okay, I know I got a delivery, but I shouldn't be hearing any noise. They don't be knowing what's in the boxes. They just toss stuff. They just literally be tossing stuff. So I was ordering a conditioner. It came yesterday for me to condition the wood for the headboard that I'm creating. You know this idiot, and it's on the camera, literally. Like, it's not heavy. It's not like, oh, it was so heavy and you dropped it. You literally took a step at my porch, bent down, and tossed the box. Literally tossed the box. Like, I don't be understanding. I really don't be understanding. I really don't. Like, it just amazes me how this generation is just, they're lazy. And it was a young guy. It was a young guy. Before I could get my robe on, to be like, hey, you know, can you be a little bit more politer and nicer? Like, you don't know what's inside the box, you know? Like, that's not cool. Before I could do that, he was gone. He was gone. Just like them, they say them UPS drivers, they be in their truck fast. They don't be trying to wait. They don't trying to do nothing. I don't want to touch you. They don't be trying to wait for nothing at all. They deliver and be about their business, out, and be in that car trying to make sure I don't see no drips or anything. And I'm going to leave these to do their thing. I should have did thinner layers, because I noticed the thinner layer on that glass one was drying fast. And even when I first started doing this, I kind of just took the brush and was kind of going like back and forth, wiping it like that. And then when I touched certain areas to move it, it was already dry. Live and learn, live and learn. I never really did it with baking soda. I've done it with furniture, like cloth, and I've done it with plaster Paris. So this is new to me. I don't know how this is going to dry. I don't know if this is going to dry. I don't know. I don't know. This may not even dry. I don't know. But I'm testing it out because I'd rather see if it does or doesn't and not know because I didn't try it. So, but I like it. It looks nice in the camera. I like how that looks. But yeah, so these are the vases I'm doing. Something to get done. And yeah, waiting for them to dry so I can give them another coat. And That's what's happening this morning. Like I feel so overwhelmed when I say seeing all this stuff. I took the picture down. I took the picture out the living room. Oh, let me show y'all. Don't y'all. I have to do a look at this. I have to do. Ooh, I have to do something. I want to get all these in my toolbox. I want to get all this. I need to find out and Google something because we do get snow and it does get cold in the winter. But I've noticed I've went and got some of my paint out of my garage in the winter and it was still fine. I don't know if it's because of where it was, but I did take this down. I took this down and what I did was I put these up. Oh, I refreshed this. I got a video of this. I ended up putting my chest board there and I removed that plant because this plant is going to actually go in that vase that I showed you. It's going to flow out of that vase. So I got it where when I propagated it, it'll grow like a vine and just hang down. And for those who don't know, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Oh, right here. See how my big baby is right here? You see how this is? This, you see all these vines? That's what that plant is going to do inside that vase that I'm painting, the slim cylinder one. So I want to put that big vase right there. I need height. Everything is just like the same height and I can't stand it. So I went into my garage, got that vase. I'm so glad I didn't get rid of it. So we're going to put that vase there. It used to be three. Oh, here it is. It used to be 3 and this still wasn't enough for me. It was still not high enough. That was the 3. I got those from Target back in like 2017. They're so old. Let me see if it's, yeah, these was 24. This one was 24.99. I don't remember how much those was, but they're so old. But the big vase is gonna go next to that, and then it was something else I was gonna show y'all. I did that. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Okay, I did the vase. I'm gonna put that vase right there. I said, let me show. Oh! I know it was something. Y'all brain all over the place. So I took the canvases out of the laundry room. It was too much. It was too much for me. The reason I said it was too much because I have the clock here, the canvases there. I just want this to be more of a neutral. And I'm thinking about painting these, all of these here. I'm thinking about painting my cabinets a light, like tan color. I know some people are like, oh, leave the wood. I can't. I need to brighten it up in here. And I feel like the wood makes it dark. And I want this to be more beachy, like, I don't know, that vacation feel. Like, I like my house to feel like airy, eccentric, eclectic, but still not too dark in certain areas. So that laundry room, I don't want it to be dark. I want to feel refreshed, like, okay, it's morning or whatever. I'm doing what I got to do. I got to go in there and do whatever. That's what I want. So I took those canvases down and I put them in here. What do y'all think about this orientation? Mind you, I'm painting them. I'm not keeping them that color. They're going to be painted. I'm going to put some art up, all of the above. So I brought them in here, and this is where I think I'm going to keep them. What I have to do is put something up, live with it for a little while, and I'm talking about for at least a week or two, and see how I feel. That's the best way to do something. You don't know how you're going to feel if you don't try it. If it's not going to ruin anything, just go for it. Just go for it. Go for it. Like, for some reason, this vase over there, it wasn't giving me anything. And this is a big, huge, beautiful vase. I said, yeah, no, we need something else. We need something else. And yeah, so painting it, I feel like it's going to pop. And my floors are dark, so having that pop of light color there. I do plan on painting my lamps in the future. I don't want to keep them white. I don't know what color. It depends on what color I paint that credenza. This credenza, it'll have a lot of bearing on what I do with the actual whatchamacallit. So yeah, this is the vase that's gonna go in the living room. Hold on. This device is gonna go in the living room on the fireplace, and yeah, I'm gonna let these sit. I don't know. I don't know if this. I don't know if this pool noodle thing is gonna even dry, y'all. Oh, no, it's still wet. We'll see. We'll see. This is try tester type thing. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get that plant in here, because we definitely don't want to put the plant at the bottom of this big old vase. So I'm gonna probably use some of these pool noodles, stack them in the inside up high as I can get it to the opening, and then lay a vase, I mean a planter inside of it so that the greenery can fall down on this. Um, but yeah, I keep seeing glue drips. Then I be hating to pull them sometime because I feel like I'm going to ruin something. Hold on. Look at that. I don't know. This stuff might not stick, y'all. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to let it sit overnight. If it's not dry by tomorrow, then we know pool noodles will not take chalk paint or any type of paint similar to it. We just know that's not going to work. We know that's not going to work. So what I was going to do is get a piece of cardboard, put it in the inside, and hot glue it in there, but have a split on it. And so I'm going to lay it in the inside just like closer to the top of this. And that way when you in the room, you can't see all that green. I'm going to lay it in here closer to the top. And then what I'm going to do is put rocks on it. So it'll look like rocks around her plants, or maybe sea moss. Probably sea moss might be cheaper. So I'll probably put the cardboard in with a slit so I can move it and be able to put the plant in and out. And I'm going to put some heavy rocks on top of the plant once I sit it in. It's open at the bottom. It's not even closed at the bottom. So I'm going to put it in the corner of her room, put the plant in, put the rocks or something heavy to hold the plant in its place. And then on the top, I'm going to get a piece of cardboard circle to lay right at the top, down probably about a good inch, and then like hot glue rocks on top of it. So, or sea moss, that's what I'm going to do, sea moss on top of it so you can't see all of that green like this. You see all that green? So you can't see all of that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some great tips out of it. I'm basically waiting right now. So I'm about to take my minerals, grab me something to drink, probably a cold coffee, iced coffee. Did you guys see my video on how to make your own creamer? Oh my gosh, y'all, the creamer was so good. If you're missing out on my shorts are very informative and they show you ways to organize, save money, and do things yourself. So don't miss out. And I did load a short today I did a little refresh of my sitting area, but that's not the longer video that I want to share with you guys. So shorts sometimes may come before the actual official long form video, but stay tuned and keep looking at the shorts because I try to load shorts daily on different things that I got going on in different projects. Remember, I'm a woman who's 40, in her mid 40s, okay, 45. And I started all over in a state, in a town where I have no friends and family. I bought this fixer-upper. What you see is after the fact. When I tell you every wall, every floor, every ceiling was gutted out. Me and my kids came in here. We got hazmat suits on and we gutted this bad boy. So what you see today is the workings of me and my family and people who came that were competent enough to help me see my vision through. And it's still a work in progress. But every day I'm doing things to make it even more homier. Is that a word? I think it is. But this is my home, fully mine, paperwork. And you don't even understand the feeling of having full ownership of something. Not a mortgager, not a leaser, not a renter, like full ownership. So that, having that type of stability and freedom, it's a blessing. But sometimes people don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about it, but the way this economy is, I was telling one of my spiritual sisters, I said, people don't want to listen to me. They probably didn't want to hear me, thought that I was just saying stuff and over my head when I bought this house and all that. But the way the economy is, I thank God every day that I wake up. I thank God every day that I wake up, like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I know for sure. Working, not working, money not coming through, whatever, consistently, taxes gonna get paid. I know that ain't nothing. You get what I'm saying? And that's basically my basic responsibility of having this place. And the blessing, the sacrifice I made to put away everything, to just go hard and say, hey, God, this is what I'm working with. I need you to help me. And guess what? He'll give you above and all that you can ask and think of. And I can say that currently, right now, 18 months of sleeping on an air mattress before I got my stuff in this house, many days of crying, being extorted by air conditioner men, carpenters, stealing my stuff, overcharging, not doing stuff right, having to have stuff ripped out, having to go behind people who don't do right, wondering should I take them to court or not. I don't mentally have the capacity to do that, and just kept pushing through, just kept pushing through. But the more I kept pushing through, I started to create the things that no one can see. It was my vision. No one can see. And now today, I'm where I'm at now. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for the endurance, the resilience, and all of that that pushed me through. I'm thankful and grateful for that. And now it allows me to be able to live life, not exist, live life. Oh, as a matter of fact, I got, is it? We're always going somewhere and doing something, and I don't share it because it's truly my reality. But one day I will probably do a video, a long video, like we went here, we went here, we did this, we did this. Right now, I don't care to share that. I could care less if you want to be that much in my business, but just know my life ain't show business, and everything I do is really my reality, and I'm really enjoying it. So everything I do, I don't need to share. We done been to several places, done several things, and got video footage and photos to prove that. But this type of society that we live in right now is like social media based. I need my time, my personal time with my family. If I was the type, and there's some of you that can watch this back, that wanted to go viral about life stories, things I've been through, things that people done, with proof. Like the what's that girl? She went viral. She had that situation during Risa. Hmm. With proof. Like, I'm telling you, but God just say, nope, hold on, hold on, and I do. So don't think that just because somebody's smiling. I be watching so many like crime things, and I told y'all for some reason I just been so into watching that. But it's so crazy how people have so many facades of this happy life, this happy relationship, this happy, oh, we're good, and he treats me like this, and we do that, and we do this, and we that. And low key, it be a whole either jealousy or intimidation on one end, or envy in a relationship, right? Listen, you got to protect your family. I said this back in 2018, when the goals, that was all the things that the young people talked about. Oh, relationship goals, career goals, this goals, that goals. And I said, stop saying goals to something you have no clue what they're really like behind closed doors. Stop saying goals when you have no clue how she treats him or how he treats her, who's cheating on who or who disrespecting who, and how they treat their children behind closed doors. How good of a parent are they really behind closed doors? I had a thing that popped, well, this was some months ago, that really blew my mind. It was a family, and they had a lot of little babies or whatever, and I'm not gonna, go there, but it made it seem like they had the most amazing family on YouTube. And come to find out, it was like, did y'all realize, like, during COVID and right after COVID, everybody was breaking up and everybody was divorcing? All the great YouTubers, all the beautiful families, and, people, oh my gosh, they're doing it, they're doing this, oh my gosh, family goals, big family goals, and all that. And now a lot of these women are single, a lot of these women are doing on their own, or they made up this misconception to make you feel like this is what life had to be like when you were struggling and living a life where all you did was go to work, pay your bills, and do what responsible adults do. But you feel like you wasn't doing enough because they're showing this big fake facade to you. And that's all social media is. Who got the biggest booty? Who got the biggest breast? Who got the the best BBL? Who got the biggest home? Who got the best car? All of those things, and they're not paid for. And they're not paid for. And they're not paid for. Like, there's no way that God is going to bless me to see a certain potential or peak in life, and I'm going to be leasing and renting anything. Like, their priorities, these young people priorities are not in order. Now you got a lot of them trying to understand it and go buy land and doing things a little bit different. But it's just so sad because the setup has been bigger is better, more is better, shinier is better. You get what I mean? All to leave you stuck. And I say this, if you've been rocking me, all to leave you stuck with all of those bills, all of that pressure, because no one's going to come do it for you. Once you make the decision to buy that big house and buy all these unnecessary things to show people or make it seem like you're validated and living the good life, the soft life, the this life, the luxurious life and all that, when you ain't even happy. You ain't even happy. You don't even know what joy is. I mean, happy is basic, but you don't even know what joy is. Joy is something that you grab so low below and you pull it up out of depths of anywhere because you done been through some things, you done seen some things and experienced some things, and you know what to be grateful for because you know how it feels not to have nothing. Most of these kids in these generations never been there. And then don't get started on the podcasters, and then now they're being exposed. They just have so they articulate so well. They can tell you how to be the best parent, the best wife, the best husband, the best business owner, the best this, the best that, and all that. Ain't never been a parent over 6 months, ain't never been married over 3 years, ain't never been, you get what I'm saying? Ain't never owned more than one property. They can tell you all of these things, right? But these are the people that y'all flock to. These are the people that y'all want to see. But when you have people that's backed up by real true wisdom, know what a struggle is, know what it's like to come from the hood, know what it's like to come from areas where you are not seeing people do the great things that you see to be good, but you got to figure it out. You figure it out. Teen mom, all of that, going through all of that, domestic violence, somebody literally trying to take your life, literally. And I've said this multiple times. If I can't have you, nobody will. Nobody talks about that. We're not going in depth about that. And if you think this is something I'm just talking about, check out the CPR vibe. I've talked about this years ago. Everything I'm telling you has been for years. I'm not a COVID influencer that just popped up and became aware. My third eye opened up during COVID. I'm a woman that is full of wisdom and knowledge about life, being a parent, being a wife of someone sick, being a wife who basically endured and was resilient, being a wife who put everybody before me, being a wife who literally has been through some crazy things. No adultery or nothing like that, nothing crazy like that. But what I mean by that, like, getting married in my early 20s, moving to a whole nother state with this person, falling in love, we buying our first house, 24 years old. Like, these are the things I can talk about. This is not house number one, house number two for me. This is not a big, oh, I got land. But this is not for you. It's not for you. I'm just hoping that sometimes, when you come across YouTubers, you don't understand them. You don't know their story. You don't understand where they're coming from and why. Even though I might get 1 or 2 views or not enough views, and I get people who's been rocking with me like, I just don't get it. I don't either. But for some reason, it's something deep down in me that says, just please don't give up. Please don't give up. I've been rocking with YouTube since 2009. Go look at my content. Look at my interior design room makeovers. Look at when I did my first cleaning video. That was over 10 years ago. I did so many of these things way before it became a trend, and I'm over it. I'm on to something totally different. I'm on to something totally different. Teaching my children how to live in the moment. We're never going to be the best parent. I mean, the perfect parent, but we do the best that we can, and we always get better. You get what I mean? At the end of the day, it is about you having a joy within that says, hey, another day for me to get up, do something different, and figure it out. Sometimes I don't want to do nothing, but who's going to do it if I don't? Who's going to do it if I don't? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody's going to do it if I don't. It looks like the top, I don't know. I'm going to touch it with this right here. Okay, I did get a little, I pushed a little hard. Okay, we're going to do it with this. We're going to just tap. It's like it's drying a little bit, y'all. Leave it alone. I'm going to get in there with a smaller brush once I see. I ain't going to waste it and go there if it ain't going to dry. I'm going to let this sit for some hours before I touch it again. But look at this. This is drying. This is drying. I don't know if y'all can tell. We're going to touch it with this. You can hear it's drying. It's drying really good. So that's who I am. Like, I done opened several businesses. I've done design and jewelry for years. I have looked up CPR Designs, DEZIGNZ. It's an actual commercial on here when I was interviewed and I was in a magazine. It's an um actual video showing my work, me in the studio. I had my own studio, a literal studio with torches and things that I created, and customers would come. I did shoes, custom shoes. Like, I did things. I'm not just no YouTuber, older woman up here trying to do DIYs. Man, DIYs is so behind me, meaning like I've done this for years. My first interior design client was 18. It was one of my good friends that I met. We met in school. Like, we weren't in school. She was a little bit older than me, so we weren't really, but I knew her from school. And then after school we ended up working in a nursing facility, senior living facility, and we became like this, and to this day we're still like this. And we literally she literally said, hey, I need you to help me. And she paid me. She was a single mom at that time. She had two little boys, and she was like, I need you to help me. And I helped her, and I transformed her house from the bedroom to the living room. And that was like, I took for granted all the things. My jewelry business, I used to make my own jewelry. Y'all, one day I want to get my photo album so y'all could see, like, when I used to go. We used to always go, this is early before I got married. We used to go to other cities. Hey babe, you hear me talking about you. So we used to go to like other cities and just party, have fun. Cat, tell them, was your girl the girl when it came to creating an outfit, custom outfits, getting custom outfits? If I wasn't getting it done, I was having somebody make it. Like, I never wore the same thing. Like, I was that girl. Like, that was what I did. Like, DIYs, different, unique, all of that stuff. I sold jewelry for years. I've been doing hair since 12. My first client I make $60 off of. My first client I make $60 off of at 12. I've been doing natural hair and braiding for years. When we left South Carolina and moved to New York, literally all of that, right? Artwork, canvases, redoing stuff, making headboards. Like, every apartment I had, from my first apartment all the way up until now, I had people older than me like, what? Like, you did this? I've never been in an apartment that wasn't unique or different. Cat, remember my bathroom up on Teal, and I had the olive green with the broken mirror going up going up the wall. When I tell you, I've always been doing different stuff. I've always been doing different stuff. This is not something new to me. This is not something new to YouTube. This is who I have been, a very creative, eclectic person all my life. None of my homes ever looked like nobody else's. Nope, no one ever walked in my house and it looked like somebody else's stuff. No, never. 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 So I'm trying to share and teach people, like, think outside the box. Don't do what everybody else do. Don't do it. I know I'm not everybody else. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. That's just never been a thing for me. It's never been a thing for me. And I'm only saying this because some of y'all don't know me. Y'all come and y'all watch me, but with the way social media is, it's like we could just fall in the cracks. But when I say I'm a woman of substance, I'm a woman of substance. I started my own meditation mentoring business. I'm a sound healing practitioner. So early in the morning, remember I told you I get up early? I get up early because my clients are between 3 and 6. And usually I go to sleep and wake back up at 9, but sometimes I can't sleep. So I'm up and I start doing stuff, right? I still do interior design consults. Like, I do things. But y'all only see what I share. But if you go, excuse me, I got the hiccups and like burps at the same time. If you go and look at my channel, you'll really get an understanding of who I am and the different things that I'm able to do and I possess, and how they can help you in some way, shape, or form. Save some money, save some worry, save some time. That's what it's about. I've never asked for nothing. Now I am gonna do this because I feel like I can. I will be doing a housewarming. It just feel like I'm not ready. And I had people who've already blessed me already. And then I made a list over 2 years ago, and I done took most of the stuff off the list, buying it myself. So I don't know, but I will do one. I think it's gonna be a little bit of different one. I think the type of housewarming I'm gonna do is just gonna be like gift cards and stuff too, like Lowe's, Menards, and Amazon, Walmart, stuff like that, because I'm always building and needing to do stuff. So it's stuff that I still need help with and I would like to, do. So that's probably the type of housewarming I'm gonna do. And then there's gonna be stuff that I still do want, but we'll see when that time comes. But yeah, I am very creative. Very creative. I love being creative. I love being different. I love all the things that God has blessed me to do, because at the end of the day, if something happens and your girl needs to go out and make some coins, I know how to do that. I know how to work. I know how to be an employee if I had to be. I know how to do that. But guess what? Guess what my favorite job is? This is another a fun fact if you didn't know it. No, it's only two jobs that I like to do. Number one is serving. Serving. I will serve, and I tell my daughters, get a serving job, because the way you treat people and that smile and what you do to make their experience amazing has a lot of bearings on how much they give you. Okay, so serving. I've served at Fridays, Ruby Tuesdays, Denny's, and like banquet halls. I've done that, and it's really good money. I could care less what you say. If you go into a place and you make it anywhere between $15 to $25, right, an hour. Let's just say you only go in there. Let's make you only make $25 an hour. You go in for 4 hours. You come out with how much? 100, right? I will serve for 4 hours. I have the potential, and normally that's what it is. On average, 250 plus. On average, in a decent restaurant that gets some good consistent flow, 250 or more. Do you see why I was served? I don't care. A title don't mean nothing to me. I don't get validated by things. What means more is how much money my time is worth. I would rather my time get more money for my time than get less money for my time, all to say I am a such and such director of kids, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care about that. I can vacation. I plan multiple vacations. I'm always doing something active. I'm always going somewhere doing something. I would rather do that. Job number two is a per diem on call. That's what that meaning basically on call at a passing medications. Passing medications. Those two, I'll take it. Senior, like a not senior living. Not senior living, like mentally disabled group home type setting. Yes, will take it. And that is how I paid off debt. The year before last, before my ex-husband passed away, I literally, it was April 12th. I was coming home from doing literally like 22 hours. I said, listen, I had over like 16, was it 18? I think it was $18,000 in debt. My thing is this: if you're gonna waste your time, not waste, utilize your time or give your time away, because you can't get your time back, right? Make it count. So if ever I gotta pay down debt, I'm getting me a job and I'm gonna rock that job out for 90 days. And then I'm out. That's why I don't get like a position where they're counting on me and they know I want to stay or whatever. I have the wiggle room to say, don't want to come in, not feeling it or whatever. That freedom is amazing. So yes, if I got debt, and so what I did was I paid down debt because I didn't want to get any loans to fix this house. I don't owe nothing, right? So why would I get a loan to fix it? Then people, oh, use your equity. I am not. It has been 3 years, and let me tell y'all, when I got that thing in the mail about how my house went up in 3 years, I was like, and we ain't talking about all the fixings. We're just talking about how it's going up because of the market itself, right? And now I just found out, my neighbor told me, I said, why did they clear that area over there? It's a little bit further up the road or whatever. And he was like, oh, they getting ready to build some high-end condos. I was like, And when you're in a place that's kind of country and not real, it's not a city, it's like a town. And when they start doing that, doop, 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 and I'm in like a commercial / residential area. So, whoop, 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 whoop. But when other people see like, oh, why you move there? What? Because guess what? They got buses, trains, planes, and automobiles to go places, to enjoy life and come back to your place of peace. You don't need to be in the midst of everything. You don't have to be in the midst, oh, I'll live in such and such, right by it. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. What do you own? We need to start thinking different. Sometimes it might be you that's going to make that change for your family. To know if something happens, this is mine, fully, have a deed. So with that being said, what you see is not what it was. This is the work that I had to put in. But I got something to leave my children. Land and home. You get what I mean? You want to think different. Like right now should be the time that you're putting in the work to do things to make things different for generations to come after you. Now, if they ain't respectful and they could care less about you, I can understand. Because I've met some parents like, I ain't leaving them nothing. I don't care. So to each his own. But I get it. If, ain't no respect, ain't no respect. You feel me? But definitely want to leave something. Leave something behind, because I did experience what it feels like to have a fully blown paid off house as well that was left behind. Me and my husband, so that was a blessing too. So yeah, and I was like, I gotta do this for my children, because I promise you, I said to myself, I don't want to move back to New York. I didn't want to move. When I was in South Carolina, I really didn't want to move back to New York, but financially it was the best thing. And sometimes you have to move for what's best for you. Financially it was the best thing, right? And you have to do what you have to do. So to know that we were put in that situation, it made me think like, dang, having multiple properties, and if my daughters at any time like, you know what, I don't like it here, I want to go somewhere different. Hey, got that property sitting over there, go and renovate it, or it might be already renovated. Go on in there and do what you're doing. Stack your money. Stack your money. Call me what you want. Say I wear scrubs all the time. Say I don't do too much. But trust me, don't get it twisted. When your girl has to get dressed and get ready, I puts it all the way on. I do. But for who? When I'm chilling and doing things in my house? Nobody. So these vases are drying. Look, you can see them. Look, y'all. Look. They're looking more like stone and giving that. I can't see if this... See, it's no shine to it, basically. No shine to it. You hear that? I'm gonna put another coat. I think I'm gonna put some white in that one. This one is drying. I know for sure I did this one too thick. I'm definitely going to go with skim coats more. You could see the different like areas where it was thicker than others, but we're gonna leave it. So yeah, y'all know me. I haven't had one of these type of lives in a minute where I go in and basically talk to someone. This is for somebody. It's for somebody, even if it's just that one person that's like, man, she talking to me because I've been thinking about this, or I've been talking about this. Stop worrying about what people feel, think, or want you to be. Be what feels comfortable to you. Be what feel. I'm telling you, as you get wiser, that's what I'll say, not older. As you get wiser, you don't even care. I was thinking to myself today, I said, it's so ironic. I see a lot of people that I grew up with that are now in their 50s, right? And it's so crazy. It seems like everybody wants to start living and enjoying life when they hit 50. I don't know. Is it something special about 50 that makes people feel a certain type of way? Because I'm noticing a lot of people tend to start partying, living, dressing different, acting different, and all that at 50. I don't know. Is that something? I don't know. Talk to me. People who over 50, or just added, or just came to 50. Is that something? Is that a thing? Because I'm confused. People that didn't do certain stuff or didn't, I don't know. I didn't see them to be a certain way. They're starting to do things, and I don't know. Is it like an epiphany that comes to certain people once they hit 50 or something? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I have this brown here. I don't know if this this eggshell. I got a big thing of brown too. But I wanted to do something with it. Oh, I need to shake it. This was only 50 cents. This was a Oops paint too. I do want to put some brown in this. I don't know how, but I do want to put some brown in it. I don't know, I'll just be trying out stuff. Let me see if I can find. Is this going? I shouldn't do it with this because whatever. Like I wanted to. I'm gonna do this so I can kind of just to give it, maybe I did too much. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Maybe I could blend it a little bit. I didn't want it to be too beigey looking. I wanted to give it like a, okay, it's giving what I need. Like, that's what I wanted to kind of give something else. Hold on. We're going to put a little bit on there and kind of go up and down different ways to kind of give it something else. Yeah, I didn't want it to just be, oh, it look like it's coming out. Well, I gotta wait till it dry. I'm doing too much. It ain't fully dry apparently, because I can see it trying to come up. Ah! Let's see. Woo! Okay. You have to see it trying to come up. Could y'all see? Y'all see these little spetches? You hear me, spetches? I'm making up words. Y'all see these spetches? Okay, we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna leave you alone. We're gonna leave you alone. Yeah, we're gonna leave you alone. Let you dry. What I like to do when I'm not done is just take and flip it like this and close over the thing and just set it down where no air can't get in it. That's what I do. But yeah, we're gonna kind of leave that like that. I'm gonna come back and touch it up, and probably tomorrow when I clean up and everything, I'm gonna show y'all what this look like with the planet. We're gonna put that up on the thing. I'll finish doing what I do tonight. I'm about to wash my hands and leave this alone. Like, I don't feel like doing nothing else. I'm about to wash my hands and leave this alone. Ugh. I hate when some thick paint was inside the bottom. And yeah. Okay. Oh, it's a big old piece. I'll be loving it. This remind me of glue. Remember when you was little? This kind of remind me of glue. I ain't opened this in so long. I forgot I still had this white. But, try not to let it flick. You know, you like, just leave stuff alone. Ooh. Ooh, more coming up. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Gotta have my paint right. Alright. We're gonna close this up. Put this over here. Yep. Oh, Lord. I got paint all on my hands. I'm gonna let all this stuff kind of dry. And later on, I'll probably put more work into these. I really do want to, I don't know, I might just leave it. We'll see. We'll see how it dries. It's drying. It's actually drying, surprisingly. It's drying. So I'm going to come in with a little brush later. All right. Later, Gators. Talk to you. Talk to me in the comments.